Well, welcome in, friends. Today we're going to do something that was a request. My little husband requested it, and he loves a key lime pie, so we're going to make us a key lime pie. Okay? It's not really a key lime pie because I've just got regular limes. I couldn't find key limes, so I've just got regular limes. I'm going to roll them here on this counter like this to get the juices flowing because they seem to be a little bit hard. So I've washed them good because we're going to zest them. And I've got my cracker crumbs ready to make our crust. So we'll get on that first. We'll start with our crust. I've got graham cracker crumbs and a little bit of coconut in here. Not much coconut, about a half a cup of coconut. And I had, when you buy your graham crackers, they come in sleeves of 3 in a box. I had 1 sleeve and 3 more crackers. That's what I've got in here. In total, I've got right at 3 cups. So maybe that was probably 2.5 cups of graham crackers. And then my coconut was about another half a cup. I don't have quite 3 cups. It's a little shy of 3. Here's the 3 right here. Can y'all see that? It's a little shy of 3 cups. I just put them in my Ninja and made crumbs out of them in about 2 seconds. So there's our graham cracker crumbs. And we need 6 tablespoons of melted butter. This is a whole stick, which is 8. So I'm going to chop 2 of these off here. And I'm going to stick this in a little dish and stick it in the microwave, okay? Okay, I'm back over here now. I got our butter melted. That's our 6 tablespoons of butter. And we need 5 tablespoons of sugar. But I'm only going to do 4 because my coconut was sweetened, and so that'll add a little bit of sugar in there. So I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, actually, I do need 5, don't I? Because that's what that costs. So I've got that fixed where I got my coconut in the recipe there. Okay. So I put 5 tablespoons of sugar right in here. Mix that around. Now, the way I do this, I don't pour the butter in the graham cracker crumbs. I pour the butter in my dish, just like that. Just like that. Let me grab a spatula. Let me mix this up good. That's our coconut and our graham cracker crumbs. And I'm just going to start sprinkling that around. Can y'all see that good? Just like this. It may be. You want all that to come together, all that butter in the bottom. And then you just want to start mashing it up the sides here. See the butter right here in the middle? I may have to. I'm going to have to melt this other 2 tablespoons of butter, I believe. My little boy, he's not little anymore. He's got autism. And we've had our struggles with him through the years, but he is a joy. He's a lot of fun. He loves to go to baseball games and do things like that. In a minute, go get Daddy, see if Daddy can help you. Okay, now we got another 2 tablespoons of butter. It's not quite melted. Trust me, this bowl's hot enough. It's going to melt it. Okay, now then. We're just going to mash this about just like this. Well, he's gone outside now. Now, that's doing better. You want to bring it on up here. I usually just get my hands in there. I will here in a minute, I guess. It's the only way to do it. Just like this. Smash that up good. Use the back of your hand. Just like this. All right, can y'all see what I'm doing? This looks good, doesn't it? We're adding a little bit of coconut into our crust. You know, coconut and limes. That song, put the lime in the coconut. So it's kind of what we're going to do with this pie, I guess. One might say. Y'all see that good? Looks yummy, doesn't it? I know, I'm excited. I love anything with graham cracker crust. A lot of people don't like a pie crust, but this is not really a pie crust, is it? Okay, we're going to put this in the oven and let it bake for about 15 minutes at 350. And while it's baking, we'll get our filling fixed, okay? And I forgot I left my big old cast iron pizza pan in there. All right, now then, we get a rag and swap this about. Get our mess cleaned up. You all know how many times have I told you my middle name is Mess. Because I make messes in the kitchen. And you've watched me enough to know that I make a mess. If you're not making a mess, you're not cooking. That's what I say. You're not cooking if you're not making a mess. All right, we got that done. Now for the filling, we need 16 ounces of cream cheese. And I goofed again. When I was at Sam's, I thought I was buying packages of cream cheese, you know, like you buy in the grocery store, but I did not. It's in a big block like Velveeta, but it is sectioned out so I can just cut off here what we need, which is 2 8-ounce portions. So there's that. And it has been softened. Let me grab my mixing bowl over here because we will take this and put it in the mixer. Okay. Cream cheese. And then we're going to use a can of sweetened condensed milk. Loves cream cheese and sweetened. This has just got all my favorites in it too. Sweetened condensed milk. It is not evaporated. It is Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk. And you know, you all can take this, and I'll show you all how to do that one day, and make the best caramel out of it you've ever tasted. I don't know if y'all know how to do that, but it's about the easiest thing in the world to do. And you talk about caramel sauce. Oh my mercy. Is it ever good? All right, we're going to dump this in there. Just like this. The whole can. Yes, indeed. The entire can of goodness. Because this is yummy, yummy goodness in this bowl. Yummy. Okay, I'm going to use that to hold my spatula. Now then, we need our limes, and like I said, I'd wash these. We're going to zest them. I guess I can just zest them right here on this, can't I? This is my little zester. Mine's just a little bitty. Some people have bigger ones. But what you do is just this right here. And you do not want to go down. There we go. I'm going the wrong way with them. You see the zest comes up in the top. Oh, and you can smell that lime. And you just want to go over about one going over of where this is, because see how that green comes off and leaves it almost to the white? You don't want the white, and I know everybody tells you this every time they get out of zester, but you do not want to go to the white, because if you do, it's bitter and it will ruin whatever it is that you're cooking. But fresh orange and lemon and lime zest just really, I cannot explain it, but if your recipe calls for fresh zest, please try to use it, because it's just so much better. It really is. It really, really is. Okay. How much zest does this say? The zest of 1 lime. So I got to keep going until I get this whole lime zested up. Okay. Can y'all see how quick and easy this is though? It doesn't take but just a minute. I'm about got this whole lime zested up. See my zest there? Just got a little bit more right here. And who knows, we're liable to zest part of another one and add to it. Because we might want just a little extra lime zest, mightn't we? We might just go hog wild with this lime. All right. There's our lime zest. All right, and it says I need 1/3 cup of lime juice. And like I said, these limes are not the best, but I've rolled them about here, so maybe they'll be okay. Let me grab my measuring cup. Because y'all know I can't do anything and get everything out at one time. I just do not work that way. I try my best. I really do try to get everything out before I start a video. But I always forget stuff. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and kind of cut this around a little bit so that it'll be, ooh. Okay, now then, I'm just going to squeeze mine like this because I don't have a juicer. I thought I did, but I don't know what's happened to it. Okay. It says 1/3 cup, so we're going to have to juice some limes here. Just taking that knife and just kind of poking around in there a little bit. And these were seedless limes. I've never heard of that before, but it said seedless limes. I don't really know what that means. I guess it means it don't have any seeds in it, doesn't it? Duh. Oh, here comes one of our babies. Here comes my big baby. Hubby's been in here painting the baseboards today. Shh, Andy, now you're going to have to be quiet, buddy. All right, let me get this other lime to go. And these are pretty limes. They really are. Pretty lime green color. I love lime green. All right. I'm doing pretty good getting all the juice out of them, just squeezing it like this. We're almost there. Almost. Almost. Do this other half a lime and we'll be there. So it took 2 pretty good sized limes. That's what I've juiced here, okay? And the zest off of one of them. But who knows, I'm liable to zest this other one too. To add just a little bit extra. There's a little more lime flavor in here. Lime and coconut. I love anything tropical or citrusy. I said I was born in the wrong region. I should have been born in the islands. Oh, I told y'all I'd make a mess. I spilt my lime juice, didn't I? All right, now I'm going to have to turn y'all off. I'll clean this up and start over. Okay, I'm back. I got the mess cleaned up with all the lime juice I spilled all the way down the counter and on the floor and everywhere else. My floor is still sticky. I'll have to mop it in a few minutes. But we've got our 1/3 cup of lime juice, finally. There we go. Pour that in there. And I'm going to put, let's see, the zest of 1 lime, which I've zested more than 1 lime here. So I'm going to see about 1/2 teaspoon of lime zest right in there. Now then, if we can make it over here to the mixer without me spilling something else, we're going to mix this up and then we'll have it ready to put in our pie crust after it cools, okay? So we're going to try to get over here to the mixer, okay? So just hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. I got the mess cleaned up with all the lime juice I spilled all the way down the counter and on the floor and everywhere else. My floor is still sticky. I'll have to mop it in a few minutes. But we've got our 1/3 cup of lime juice, finally. There we go. Pour that in there. And I'm going to put, let's see, the zest of 1 lime, which I've zested more than 1 lime here. So I'm going to see about 1/2 of a teaspoon of lime zest right in there. Now then, if we can make it over here to the mixer without me spilling something else, we're going to mix this up and then we'll have it ready to put in our pie crust after it cools, okay? So we're going to try to get over here to the mixer, okay? So just hold on a minute. Okay, now I believe y'all can see me. And look, I've got my glass bowl so you can watch it in here, see? Y'all be able to see it a little bit better. I'm going to turn it on slow, right like that. Oops. Y'all, I'm just making a mess today. Maybe I ought to stop and wait for another day. Have y'all ever felt like that? Where everything you did just went wrong and everything you touched just fell apart? Hopefully this pie won't poison us. But today I'm feeling like maybe it might. I've got my beater blade in there rather than my whisk. I probably should have chopped up my cream cheese a little bit more and used my whisk. And I might swap it out here in just a second so it'll whip better and make it creamier. Let's see if we can do that now. Look at him, see that little green lime zest. All right, now then. Okay, I did take our crust out of the oven just a minute ago because it was time to do that. Now then, whisk. Here comes my boy again. You know, he runs in and out all the time. Now then, let's get that to going and really whip it up good. This is going to make it real creamy, y'all. Real creamy. Y'all send me your key lime recipes, key lime pie recipes. This is the one, Mama used to make it lemon. And then Mama did another one where you just put your Eagle brand milk and you use 3 egg yolks and lemon juice. But every one of those that I've seen, except for hers, it says to bake. And I'm really curious to know if you make that recipe, and if you do you bake it? Or does it set up? I remember Mama setting up, just making a good pie, and it would set up like a pie. So, oh, this is whipping up real pretty now. So, let me know. Put in the comments and let me know what kind of key lime or lemon icebox pies you make. You can make the same thing, just like this with lemon. My hubby just actually said today you'd like to have a key lime pie, so I thought I'd jump on here with y'all and make it with you, because that's what he said he'd like to have for dessert tonight. And I'm going to make us a lasagna. I'm going to video that in a few minutes, if I can get everything cleaned up from this, because like I said, I've made a big mess. So, let's see how this looks now. Look at that. Doesn't that look creamy? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I can't wait to taste it. So I'm going to go ahead and taste it. Look at that. Mmm. Mmm. Oh my goodness. That's delicious. But I do think it needs a little more lime. So I'm going to add a little more lime juice. If I can squeeze another lime without spilling it all over the kitchen, and a little more lime zest. Okay, so y'all hang out right here for just a minute, and I'll be back as soon as I get this lime juiced and zested. Okay, so just hold on. All right, I've got almost 1/4 of a cup more lime juice and the rest of the lime zest that I had over there. So I'm going to dump that in there. Oh, look, doesn't it look pretty? Now then, I'm going to whip this up. All right, let's see what this tastes like now. Okay. Oh, look, it still looks creamy like icing. That's better. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's got that lime bite at the end of it. Oh, yeah, and you put that with that sweet crust. Oh, it's going to be delicious. All right, so the crust has got to cool a couple, 3 hours. In the meantime, I'm going to try to clean up this kitchen because I have made one more mess making a simple little pie. Y'all, it's not that hard to make this pie. And you shouldn't make a big mess. What's my middle name? Mess. Okay, you all know that, right? So I'm going to try to clean this up. When my crust gets cool, I'm going to put this in it, set the whole thing in the refrigerator, okay? So we'll be back when my crust gets cool and I get the mess cleaned up, okay? So I'll see you all back in a bit. Bye. Okay, something I did want to tell y'all. You know, I squeezed out more limes than I needed zest for. So I'm going to go ahead and zest these limes. You can freeze this lime zest and use it in anything else it might call for a lemon or a lime zest that you don't need the juice for. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and freeze it in just a little tiny baggie. It's all you need because it ain't much, you know that. And that way I'll have it if I want to add a little bit of lime to something else, okay? So I just wanted to let y'all know that you can freeze your lime zest, okay? Okay, well, we're back. I've got our pie. The crust was cooled, so I put our filling in it. Just dumped it in there and spread it about. And it's in the refrigerator cooling. So I'm going to go ahead and fix our whipped cream. I'm going to show you all how I do my whipped cream so that it doesn't go watery, okay? So, got my whisk on my mixer. Look, y'all, I got this little thing. It's supposed to, when you take it off, it's supposed to keep stuff from splashing up into here, which is good. And then when you take it off, it's supposed to clean everything off of your whisk blade. So we're going to see if it works, okay? So let me get our whipped cream open here. Let's see. I don't know how much we need. Let's see. We'll whip up about that much. Well, I don't measure. Y'all know that. I don't like to measure. We're just going to turn it on and let it whip. Whip, whip. Okay? I'm going to have to move you. I got to get in this cabinet. I got the wrong thing. Hold on. This is what I want right back here. Alright, now can y'all see good? See me and see the bowl? See how it's whipping up? I'm going to turn it up. It's going to get loud. Here we go. This thing gets to rocking and rolling when I turn it all the way up on high to dip something like cream or potatoes or something. Alright, look at that. Oh, look at that. Isn't that perfect? See the little peaks? Now then, I just got a spoon, just a regular tablespoon. I've got powdered sugar. We're going to make it about as sweet as you want it. I'm going to put for this amount, maybe 3, maybe 4 spoonfuls. And we're going to put a cap full of vanilla. Just use it to measure. We're going to mix that up good. Let's see. That tastes good. That's about perfect. All right. I'm going to put this out in a smaller bowl, put it back in the refrigerator. We'll get ready to serve our pie after a while. We're going to cut us a slice of pie, and then we're going to put us a dollop of whipped cream on top and a little bit of our lime zest to make it real pretty, and maybe a slice of lime. We'll see. We're going to make it pretty, okay? So this did keep stuff from splashing up in there, so that worked real well. Let's see how it does. I always do it like this to get the majority of it off. Like I said, I've never used this, so let's see how well it does. I'll scoop that back, put y'all right here so you can see. Let's see if it cleans this off. Although I do like to lick beaters, don't you all? I always thought that was the fun part of it. Well, look at there. It did clean just about every bit of that off, didn't it? All right, so I'll dump that back in our bowl. And I'll be back in a little bit to show you our finished up pie. Okay, we're back. Finish up our pie. It's been in the refrigerator now for several hours. But I hope y'all can see all those little green flecks in there. That's that lime zest. It gives it all that extra lime flavor. So we're going to try to cut us out a piece here. Or two or three or something. This knife's not worth diddly. It's not cutting. Maybe I can get a piece out of here. This knife, before it cuts my arm off. You know, a dull knife is worse than a sharp knife. Much worse. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to try to get this out. But you know, the first piece of pie is always the hardest to get out, right? So let's see if this will come out of here. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, maybe, you think? Maybe a little bit. I left half the crust. Oh, well, that's the way it is with the first piece of pie, isn't it? But look at it. Now we're going to decorate it. Make it all pretty on top. And here's our whipped cream. See, it did not go soft. Put that little bit of powdered sugar in it. Right like that. Now we're going to take just a little bit of this zest. You don't want much, but you just want a little bit. See, isn't that pretty? And then you take a lime and you twist it like this. Set it on the top. Now, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just beautiful? There's our key lime pie. Now we're going to eat this for our dessert. And remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and ring that little bell so you don't miss a notification and you don't miss any videos. And always watch to the end because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.